Good morning, everybody. Ooh, let me turn some lights on. There we go. Brighten things up a little bit. Yes, I'm in my robe this morning. I'm dressed, but I have my robe on because it keeps me warm, y'all. It's 35 degrees outside, but it gets up into let's see, it's going to be 66 today, so it'll warm up a little bit. So, of course, it's a balance between turning the heat on and uh, getting everything straightened out and leveled. So yeah, it's cool in here. It's not freezing, but it's chilly. Good morning, everybody. Salute, Harry. Welcome, Kimberly. Welcome. Good morning, Gina. Hey, Judith, how are you doing? Good morning, Dagmar. Hey, honey. I hope you had a nice time on your trip. I know I've enjoyed seeing all of the pictures. Um, Such a lovely place. And what is everyone's weather today? Gina has the high of 76. It's 56, but she has a high of 76. All right, Gina. I've got my coffee, everybody. If you got your tea, your Coke, your coffee, welcome, everybody. We're going to let some more people come in. I just want to say that you've got a high of 69, Judith. All right. That sounds beautiful. I'm hoping that the sun comes out at least. It's been raining a lot, and I love the rain, don't get me wrong, but then there's days when it rains, I don't know what it is, but I just want to lay in and cuddle and just sleep. Put a movie on and just sleep. And sometimes that's not what I need to be doing. I need to be up and doing something. So, but I've taken off enough time from the new year. My mother-in-law, which I call her mom ended up bringing home a turkey and some cabbage last night. So I'm gonna roast the turkey and I'm gonna can it, and then I'm going to make some sauerkraut. This will be my first time making sauerkraut. So maybe I'll do a video or something like that. Maybe not. We'll just have to see how it works out. um, you can still see the full moon. Oh, wow. Yeah. The moon was beautiful last night here. The clouds parted and the moon came out, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Um, yeah, what time do you have, Gina? It's 7 for me. So what time do you have, honey? Good morning, Dawn. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Chat. And today, you guys, we're going to go over some news, of course, and look and see what's happening in the world and talk about that. I want to send out a well wish to my girlfriend, Queen Indie Mom. She has a doctor's appointment this morning. Nothing serious. Everything's fine. She's feeling so much better since she got a humidifier. And okay, Gina, you have 7 a.m. So is it still dark for you? I know that it's still kind of dark for me. It's starting just now to get some light. The sun is just now starting to peek out. So let me bring up, good morning, Miss R. Good morning. I just saw you. So welcome. Hope you're doing well, Miss R. Okay, let me share the screen, guys. Let me pull up the screen so we can get into the news, okay? Um, Here we go. Okay, so this is absolutely crazy what we're fixing to look at. So let me try to open it up so I can read it. Can you guys see it okay? Let me see. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, this is good morning, Judith. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Okay, guys, let's take a look at this. I read this morning and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is absolutely just crazy." A desperate father pleads with his pediatrician ex-wife not he pleads for her not to chemically castrate their son, who is 9 years old, after she suddenly moved to California from Texas, and it reveals footage of her raising her child as a girl. Learning to grow my own. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We are going over a little bit of news this morning. So let's talk about this, guys. This is I would say this is a little controversial. It really tugs on your heartstrings, you know. This woman has um, allegedly taken the child, moved from Texas, and moved to California, and now she's wanting to castrate the child and um, change sexes into a female at 9 years old. Um, and the father is pleading not to do this. Jeff Younger of Texas is desperately attempting to block his ex-wife, Dr. Ann Gorgulis, from chemically castrating their son. James, who is 9 years old, in a video in the middle filmed by Younger, the young boy claimed his mother told him he was female because he loved girls and would dress him up in dresses. James, his twin brother Jude, and his mom recently moved to California right before the transgender children sanctuary law took effect on New Year's. California's laws protects trans children and their families who flee from states criminalizing parents for allowing them to receive gender-affirming care. So she left Texas and she went, good morning, Bonnie. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Jake. Welcome. I am doing great this morning. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a good night. Yeah, this is a really this is tough, you guys. This, you know, it says Jeff said, "I don't think this was an accident. My blood ran cold when I realized what she had planned for my boy." He has taken the case all the way up to the Texas Supreme Court in an attempt to block his wife from relocating. But in an 8-1 decision, they absurdly rejected his petition. This is sad. This man it's like he has no rights over his children. She took them, she moved them. Yes, Dagmar, we have some new names, and it is lovely to have new people, and I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Chat away. We talk about news, and today we're going to cover the topic of friendship. We talk a lot about a lot of different topics, and everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome, except for trolls. We're not going to put up with it. No, no, no. So yeah, this chemical castration clash is just crazy. Absolutely. So let's go on to look a little bit more. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Okay, former Browns running back Peyton Hillis is in critical condition in a Florida hospital after saving his children from drowning in the ocean. We need to pray for this family and pray for this man to be healed in the name of Jesus. Um, this man saved his children from drowning in the ocean, and now he's in critical condition. So it's just absolutely very, very sad. A heroic act that has left him in critical condition. So I just want to lift him up in prayer. I ask that all of you do too as well. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Jake. Good morning, Janine. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Um, so we're just covering a little news, guys. And let's see. There's so much of that. Let's see. Okay. A little bit of news on Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills game, who had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest event happen to him during the game after he made a tackle. They're revealing now what the audio recordings said, and it said that they were yelling, "We're going to need everybody." Audio recordings reveal that the NFL medical team's desperate response to Damar Hamlin's collapse, with one telling at colleague, yelling at a colleague, "You need to step it up." And so this, I do want to say that the last I heard, he was, he's still in critical condition, but that he was awake and he was coming out of the induced coma. So that's good. I don't know, Gina, why they would say that. He tackled the guy. They hit each other, so it wasn't like it was a really bad hit. But what it was is that he hit him when his heartbeat did something, and it caused a heart attack. It's very weird how they explained it. I'm just glad. I mean, here's the replay of it right here. And he just falls out. He just, boom, he falls out. He gets up and he just falls out. It wasn't the other player's fault. It wasn't anything like that. It was a freak accident. You know, it was a freak accident. You do get hit hard when you play football. This is, oh, he did, Gina. See, I haven't really heard all of that. I just know that he's getting better. But yeah, so I'm grateful that he's getting better. I can imagine how the mother feels. I bet, you know, when your child is hurt like this and in the hospital, you know, your stomach just sinks. It's like going over a hill and really fast and coming down, and your stomach just sinks. That's the best way I can describe how it feels, you know, whenever your child is hurt. You just, you feel like you have no control, and it's hard. So I'm grateful that he is doing good. I'm grateful. Let's see. Okay, look, guys, this is another big story right now. We covered this a couple of weeks back. There was news breaking that there were 4 Moscow, Idaho students murdered. and they had been looking for the suspect. And now they have made an arrest, and his name is Brian Koberger. Good morning, Elmer. Good morning. Good morning, bunch of flakes. Welcome, welcome. That's okay. That's okay. Feed the kitties. Yeah, I bet, Gina. I bet. You know, you don't like getting tackled. Yeah. Yeah. You know, football can be a fun game, but yet on the other hand, it is a very violent game. I mean, these men are built and big, and yeah, and everyone has their own opinion. I like to watch football, but I don't get into it, like a lot of people do. But let's look at this. The Idaho jail. The Idaho jail says it will try to accommodate murder suspect Brian Koberger's vegan diet. They're going to try to accommodate his vegan diet, but they're not going to buy new pots and pans. The Latah County Sheriff Richard Skiles said the county jailhouse is willing to comply with Brian Koberger's vegan needs. The sheriff, however, said, "But we are not going to buy new pots and pans or anything like that," appearing to reference reports of the suspect's ex-aunt saying she needed to buy new pans to feed Koberger when she was cooking for him. Koberger is one of 42 prisoners being housed at the Latah County Prison after he was denied bail on Thursday. So he was denied bail, you guys, and he is vegan. He is vegan, okay? So basically the rights of the human being are that they're going to have to cook vegan food. They're going to have to accommodate him, right? Somehow, if they didn't, he would come up, I'm sure his attorneys would come forth with a what's the a filing of that goes against his constitutional rights. And so yeah, so this is quite interesting. This was a kind of funny. I don't know why it's so funny to me. I think it's because the seriousness of this case is coming down to you talking about him being a vegan and how we have to accommodate him. He needs to either eat the food that's set in front of him or go hungry, is how I feel. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. Good morning, KFC. Good morning. I'm so glad you made it, honey. Oh, yes. Yes, Dawn, he might as well get used to it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I have a constitutional right to kombucha. I hope they have that in jail. I love that, Miss R. I love watching that. Yeah. So good morning, KFC. Welcome, honey. So yeah, this guy goes to jail. He is under suspicion. He is a suspect in a homicide case for murder, for murders. And what we're talking about is him being a vegan and how the Idaho jail is saying they're going to try. They didn't say they would. They said that they would try, right? And so, he's just going to have to get used to it. He's going to have to eat. Yeah, why did he do it? I don't know why he did it. He's got some issues. He's a very, very intelligent very intelligent man from what I understand. And I would say that it's psychological, psychopathic. Something's going on there, Miss R. I don't know why he did it, honey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't get to be vegan once you get locked up, right, KFC? So here are the two Washington State University campus cops who broke the Idaho murders case open by flagging Brian Koberger's white Hyundai to Moscow police 2 weeks after the killings. And now there's damning evidence from an unsealed affidavit showing how police were able to link Brian Koberger to the crime scene after he stalked out the college home 12 times before the murders. Okay, so this gives us a little insight, Miss R, as to what's going on. Apparently, he had already stalked out the college home 12 times. Good morning, Chirp and Burp. Okay, honey. All right. You be in the bushes this morning. Yeah, go make you some coffee, KFC. So yeah, I'm just glad that he is caught. Apparently, um, he had fled, and then his dad went to get him, and they drove back. And I don't know what their intention was, whether he was going to turn himself in. Um, it didn't seem like that, but I'm just glad that they got him off. They got him, and he can't hurt anybody else. I don't. Usually people like this, it was very intentional. Here is a graphic that shows how the suspected Idaho killer allegedly broke in and crept through the victim's house, stabbing 4 students to death before passing within inches of their surviving roommate on his way out. So he was very detailed, and he knew exactly where to go to do what he needed or wanted to do. He didn't need to do it. And he left behind evidence. And so that's how he got caught. Hey, what just happened? It refreshed on its own or something. Yeah, y'all, Slap and Tickle is in Colorado, guys, and for his birthday. And he sent me a picture, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Um, I'll have to upload them Monday. He's sending me pictures, and so I'll upload them. He's just having so much fun. So I'm so proud of him. I'm happy for him. So let's move on. Let's move on. They have a lot of information about the Idaho. And this is going on. This volcano is going on in Hawaii. I cannot pronounce the name, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Let me get out of here, and I'm going to drop my link. And I'm going to go out for a smoke. It's time for a smoke break. Good morning, Erin. Good morning. Okay, girl, heading home from work. I hope you had a good night, and uh, I would assume you're going home to rest. So let me drop my link, guys, and then I'm gonna play. We'll talk. We're going to be talking about friendship today. Okay. Um, Yeah, so I figured we could talk about friendship and what friendship means to each of you. Even though we sit behind keyboards, we're humans behind these keyboards and these screens. And see, it's just how my mind works, though. But when I talk to you, hear your voice, or even when I'm reading, if I see your picture, then it's like I talk to you about that. And I respond to that. Like I know what Dagmar looks like, Aaron, Dawn, just like you guys know what I look like now. And you put a face to the chat, you put a face to the sentences, and we become friends. And that's a beautiful thing, you know. It's not too many communities that I've been in where you can actually, you know, get with someone on Instagram. It's not necessarily about having a phone number. It's about connecting in other ways too. There's so many different ways now to connect. Facebook. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? KFC says, I think it's better than in person sometimes because you have to really know the person to recognize them. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, yeah, I think it's better than in person sometimes because you have to really know the person. Yeah. I don't know why it's buffering. Let me see. Is it buffering now? Is it better now? Yeah, Gina, I know it does. I know it does, but you know what? It is so important. It is really, really important, and I feel it in my gut, not to troll him, but to bring awareness to him and others that do this because he's not the only one that does this. And so that's, you know, that's my thing is that I want to point out and, you know, examine and show people, look at his grift, realize that his whole grift, his whole con is using emotional blackmail. Like he plays on people's emotions. And when you find out all this stuff and how he's treated you after you've helped him, it really, really messes with your heart. It messes with your mind. I know it did for me. It took me months of talking to my friends and having my husband there to talk to after I found out, you know, who he really was and what he was doing. Um, yeah, it's a sad, sad thing. Uh, and so as much as I hate watching, they're going to recognize and realize and this will help them say from him. You know what I'm saying? I know that's hard to do, but you've got to separate the children from him. He says he's grifting for the children, but he's not. Yeah, feed him lots of meat. Okay. Okay, Jake. Oh, we just played a little bit of a video, Miss R, um, talking about a narcissistic troll. That's what we did. Okay. There we go. Now I'm a part of the stream. Really, all we did was bring awareness to a an ex troll. That's what we did. Yes, ma'am, Miss R. Yes, ma'am. Um, this is the thing. I watch what I say because I don't want to cross that line. I have a very strong moral code, and um, like there's certain things that are for my channel, and then there's certain things that I can go over to my brother's channel, Quick Vix, and do over there. It's a nighttime channel. This is a morning channel, and my channel offers different things. And so over at Vic's channel, we're able to do more of the bullshitting and talking, not trolling, but just putting the facts out there and letting people realize what's going on. Because look, I was drawn in by this guy, y'all, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. Um, yeah, that unshaven face, right? Good morning, baby. Ooh, don't let the door shut. Yeah, narcissist. Exactly, Jake. Yeah, and that's what we focused on last night. That's what we focused on yesterday's is narcissistic tendencies, how to point it out, and how not to get roped into that shit. Because the best of us, especially the ones that have really big hearts and you're very empathetic towards somebody, it's very easy to get roped into that and start supporting someone like that. And then you figure out down the road that they've been using you the whole time, to buy their gadgets. Um, like I said, if I ever get on here and I ask for milk, then something's going on. You know what I'm saying? TC, would I ever get on here and say, I need milk? Y'all, my son's out here smoking a cigarette with me before he goes to work. He is heading into work today. Yes, Dawn, a lot of us were roped in. And the sad thing is this is that there's still people that are roped into it. And I feel like we can't go to them because he's already scared them into thinking that we will troll them. And that is not the truth. That is far from the truth. I've never bothered anybody. Anybody. I would never do that. You are a grown person. You can drive down whatever street you want to drive down. That is none of my business. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say, well, if you're subscribed to him, don't come over here. No, 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 you're welcome here. Because I want you to know the truth. Dawn says, good morning, TC. That's right, KFC. We live and learn and we move on. And this is my thing. I don't have any emotional attachment to this man whatsoever. Like I can watch him and it does not move me emotionally whatsoever. Some people haven't gotten to that place yet, and I give you the opportunity to come in here and say and vent and say what you need to say and get it off your chest, because I had to get it off of my chest. It took me months. I'm at a place now where I can deal with it logically in a very methodical way.
But for some of you guys, you're still in that stage of where it just happened, or it's been a couple of months, but you're still feeling bad. No, don't feel bad. Start to turn that around and look at it on him. He is good at what he does. Be honest with yourself and say he's good at what he does. He's done it for years. I learned, I made a mistake, but I learned. At least you gave out of the kindness of your heart. Okay? At least you know that you gave out of the kindness of your heart. Okay? But just don't get caught up in that grift again because it's a con. He's a con artist. And he ropes you in emotionally, and a lot of these people do. He's not just the only one. There's a lot of them out there. He can go across the street and the Dollar Tree and buy $1.25 carton of milk. Yeah, yeah. That's even my son. Even TC was saying last night when we were playing the content, and he was like, he said, "Are you serious, Mom?" He got on there. He's asking, and then he said he heard the part about the razors. Oh, I mean, my child is 32 years old, about to be 33. And even for him, he's got three children. And even for him, he was like, forget the razors. He didn't say forget the razors. He said, F the razors. My child needs milk. And that's the thing is he's sitting up there saying he doesn't have money for milk and someone cash apps him. And then he pulls out $6 and says, well, I had $10, but it was for razors. I guess I'll buy some milk with the $6. And then he hollers for the kid to go up to the store to get the milk. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Gina. That's right. And look, you got you got dry milk. There's all kinds of ways that I don't know if he'll make a response video, Harry. I know that uh he has every right to make a response video. I'm not calling him out as far as in constantly saying his name, and I'm not dragging him through the mud. I'm just stating facts. And so if he wants to come out, you know, um he owes a lot of people apologies. He apologized to me, but he owes other people's apologies, not just me. Hey, Janelle, if he comes out, he comes out. I'm prepared. That's the risk that I know that I take talking about this and talking about, and exposing, uh, in my opinion, and allegedly, grifters and trolls. And that's just how I see it, Harry. I'm not scared though. I'm not scared of he's already doxed me. He's already talked about me. He's already told me to go fuck myself. He's already told me over and over, that I'm a witch and I'm a demon and I'm a satanic person. And look, if you've been listening to me long enough, I've proven myself. I don't have to you know worry about what he has nothing. I am who I am and I don't hide myself from anybody. And I'm not grifting nobody. So, you know, I know chirp and burp. I know. And that's why I know that it hurts, but I also know that you have, and in your time, honey, you have to deal with it the way you deal with it. I just know that for me in the beginning when it happened, I was so upset because I'm such a good judge of character. So I know how you feel, chirp and burp. I know how you feel. It's just going to take you a little while to get to where I am. And that's okay. We have to go through, that space in time of where we heal from that because, we were taken advantage of and that's hard. Yeah, he always says that everybody else, um, no, and he will not ever say that he see what he does. He's a narcissist. You're right. We've been covering narcissist and the narcissistic injury. When a narcissist is injured, what do? They rage. And so if we see him come out with a reaction video, then we know what's happening. Look, I wish, this is my thing. I wish no ill will towards this man. I just really want y'all to know my heart's desire is for this man to do well. I wish no harm on him, even though he is who he is and he's hurt so many people. He has an issue, and what I'm doing is trying to expose the issue and the personality disorder, not the person. I believe Mike is a good person underneath all of that, somewhere in there, but he has an issue, guys. He has a narcissistic personality disorder, in my opinion. And when you're dealing with that, you have to deal with it psychologically. You have to remove your emotions from it. And that takes time. And you can ask Queen Indie Mom. We talked on the phone for hours because it was so painful. We cried together. We laughed together. We cried together. We were mad together. And so I just encourage you to reach out to me if you need to talk. Talk in here, let it out. And, let me see what you guys are saying. I just wish kind of people would look within themselves and analyze what's being said and make a change for the better. Yeah, that's right. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. I know I've said from the beginning, we're all fallible. We're all fallible. We all are vulnerable to life's journey. And sometimes, that journey is up and down. Sometimes it's a straight path. Sometimes it's curvy. Sometimes you run into some rocks. And that's why, I want us to be able to be comfortable here and have each other. Yes, Elmer, very true. When we trust someone and realize we have been misled, it is hurtful. It is, and it makes you mad. It hurts, but then it plays a toll on you because you feel responsible. You feel, how could I have been duped like this? But we need to understand that it's not our fault. We just have good hearts and we trust, and that's a part of our personality. There's nothing wrong with that. Dawn, do you have KFC blocked? For some reason, they're not seeing each other. Harry says, I had an alcohol issue and my kid's mother told me I'm an alcoholic. I looked within myself and I agree with her and I haven't had a drink since 2010. Praise God, Harry. What a story. That is a great testimony. Bless your heart and congratulations. That is a fact, Mel. The reason we pray for our enemies is so they become happy and thus don't hurt people anymore. That's right, Miss R. That's why it's so important that we pray for our enemies. Yeah. Let's see, Dawn, do you have KFC blocked? Don't think that Dawn is a blogger. Well, at least not you. Let's see, weird. No, Janelle. I can't see. So Dawn can't see KFC. Um. So Dawn and KFC can't see each other. So somewhere someone's blocked something. Okay. Does Dawn go to two? I don't think. I don't know. I don't know KFC. I don't know. Yes, KFC. She's under Dawn. Okay. Yeah, y'all check that out and see what's happening. What's happening? I know, y'all. I am 3 subscribers away from hitting 500. You guys are amazing. I went from 200 to almost 500, almost 500 overnight in 2 days. Literally, like Like it was 200 and then yesterday it was 400. I mean, it's just amazing, Harry. Amazing. And it's all to you guys. It really is. It's all to you guys. Okay, Dawn should be unblocked. KFC says she unblocked Dawn. Can you see KFC now? Good, good. You guys are great. You guys are great. Okay, guys, so let me ask you this. How many of you, okay, my mother always taught me that in this life, you'll have many acquaintances and few friends. How many of you believe that? Yes, Gina. Take those numbers, troll. Miss R says, who has an extra Gmail account? Sweetheart. Okay, guys, give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay, guys, I am back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Melissa. Okay, let's talk about friendship. Friendship, friendship. So, my mother always taught me you'll have many acquaintances and few friends. You'll be able to count the friends that you really, really can trust and are close to, and respond to you in the response that you give them back. This is built. Friendship is something that is built. It is something that is, earned. Trust is earned in a friendship. Um, Friendship is so special. I hold friendship very dear to my heart. I'm a very loyal friend. I'm the kind of person and I'm the type of friend that if you think for 1 second that you are going to come and talk to me about a said best friend, then you are mistaken. Hear me again. I am a loyal friend. I am a loyal friend. I do not take it very highly if you come to me saying something about a friend that I hold very dear in my heart. That's the type of person I am. And I have many people that I hold dear in my heart. And many of them are here on YouTube. I hold many of you dear in my heart. You all mean something to me. Support and trust and honesty are givens in a friendship. In a friendship, you support each other. You don't drag each other down. You don't go behind your friend's back talking to another friend who you think is going to go in and take part of you dragging the person down. No, that is not how I work. That's not how I operate. And if that's how you operate, then we can't really be friends. Because friendship means more to me than that, guys. Trust. Trust is built. Trust is earned. Trust is built, and it takes time for trust. You can't just automatically, at least for me anyway, I can't just automatically open up and give you parts of myself unless I have a certain level of trust there. Trust is very important in a friendship, because if you don't have trust, just like in a marriage, then you don't have anything. Trust. And you have to earn that trust. If someone tells you something, then you don't say it to another person, or you don't get on YouTube and talk about it. Support. If you have a friend in need, be the friend indeed and help out. Right? Honesty. Be honest. Why do you have to lie? Just be honest. A lot of us deal with jealousy in friendship. Jealousy. Why are you here? Why are you going over here? Why are you going over there? Well, why? Number one, why are you questioning me? I'm a grown adult. I will take what street down these YouTube streets that I want to. Just because you see me somewhere doesn't mean, I'm not supporting you. Why are you feeling like that is what I want to ask, is what is it that you feel about that's, so wrong? Good morning, Tish. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you are new here. Welcome. We're talking about friendship today. That is the topic today. And we're talking about some rules and boundaries in healthy friendships to create it. And The first ones are support, trust, and honesty. Support, trust, and honesty. Um, be honest with yourself and be honest with your friends. And like I said, it takes time for me personally to open up. Not not saying in an honest way. I'm a very honest person, but trust is earned, and it takes time to build a friendship. A friendship is developed just like a baby is developed in the womb over 9 months. Well, a friendship develops over time, and it takes pampering and babying that fellowship of friendship. You have to put time into it and effort into it. That's okay, Chirping Barb. I understand, honey. But I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still here because you're my friend. You're my friend. Another thing is this. Another rule for a healthy friendship is listen to your friends. Listen to your friends, okay? Now, of course, not everything a friend tells you. I mean, look, what I take this as meaning is, if you have a friend that really cares and loves you, then even if she's given or he is given criticism, it's going to be in a loving manner. Um, and we need to realize too that when a friend comes to us and they say these things, we need to not be so easily offended. So many times we get so easily offended over any little thing. Why do you get so offended? Why do you let where I go on YouTube offend you so much? Why are you following me to see where I'm going? Why do you care? I'm using this as an example because I've lived this. And I like to take personal examples and use them as a way to show everybody that this is what I've lived through. This is how I handled it. I'm 49 years old. I have birthed 2 children. I have 1 child in heaven. I have 1 child here who's in recovery. He's 32, about to be 33. He's in recovery. I've been married almost 30 years. I am not going to allow anyone to treat me like that. You're not going to come in and accuse me or ask me where I'm going and why. Now, I've done that before. I've actually done that and realized, you know what? You were messed up for doing that. Why would you do that? I had to take a step back and look at myself. So I've lived both sides of it. I've lived both sides of it, and I was wrong for doing that. I was wrong for doing that. Good morning, Ivy. Good morning, Janelle. Hey, good morning, Elmer. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh, no, I don't take it like that, Janine. I don't take it like that. A lot of you guys, listen, I know that a lot of you guys that are getting ready sometimes can't chat, but I know you're here, and that makes me feel great. That makes me feel amazing. And I thank you for your support. Even if you're just watching and listening, getting ready for work or fixing your coffee or whatever it may be, at least you're still listening. So I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I go where I want to go. I'm 49 years old. I'm going to take whatever YouTube street that I want to take. I'm going to go into the neighborhood in these YouTube communities that I want to go to. Okay. Just because you pull up in the neighborhood doesn't mean you got to get out of your car and chat with everybody. It's okay to sit in your car and lay back and watch. I don't get into the drama. Me, I study the drama. I don't partake in the drama, but I study it. I study it because, as my son that passed away would say, Mom, why are you staring at people? Why are you staring at people? He hated it. He literally hated it. He always thought I was staring. And it wasn't that I was staring. It's just I'm a people watcher. And now that we have YouTube, I'm a people listener. I listen and I pick up on things, and I have a very intuitive spirit about me. And so it's in my natural instinct just to learn who somebody is behind them even talking. You can figure out a lot of who someone is by listening to them on a daily basis. And we have some crazy folks on these streets. So you got to be careful what neighborhood you pull up into and where you partake, okay? Um, but yeah, I don't call up my friend Queen Indie Mom and say, why are you over in so and so's and not in my chat? There have been many days that Queen, because of being sick, has missed my chat. And I'm not mad at my girlfriend. My girlfriend hadn't felt well, and she can't mod. I mean, she was sick. I would never be like that. And you can ask Queen Indie Mom. She's not here this morning. She's at a doctor's appointment, as I said earlier. Shout out to Queen Indie Mom. Love you, my love. That's my girl. And, this is how I feel. Don't come against my girl. Don't try to come against me, to her, and don't try to come to me about her. You better have some big ass receipts. And even then, you are shit out of luck, because that's my sister. And I will take up for my friends in a heartbeat. So just know that, we have grown this relationship since June. Queen Indie Mom and I met on Surviving Kensington. We met on Lego's channel. We did not meet on Mike's channel, as he likes to try to say. And we connected right away. And sometimes this is what God does. He puts someone in your path and you click. And look, guys, sometimes you got to jump in head first. And that's what I did. I jumped in head first, and I believe she did too. And we found out that we had so much in common. Her son passed away January 9th, and that her date is coming up, y'all. So I really want to keep her lifted up and covered during this time, because being a mother who has lost a child herself, it is the hardest date to have to endure, to have to relive the last moments of your child. And this is what goes over and over in your head. And so I lift up my friend, Lord, to you, and I cover her with peace. And Father, I just thank you that during this time, she is being healed in her emotions and in her mind. And Father, I just thank you for your peace that passes all understanding. And I just thank you for that, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Support, trust, and honesty are givens when it comes to a friendship. And like I said, it takes time. It takes time. And yeah, Miss R. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's, Queen Indie Mom is the protector. She is the, the care, the caregiver. Um, Thank you, Tish. Thank you, Tish. I appreciate you. Yes, KFC. I love that poem. Yeah, KFC. I'm so sorry. I send my condolences. My grandmother passed in 2007. It was the year before Paul was first diagnosed when he was 15 with cancer. Um, yeah, and I miss my grandmother. I miss my grandmother so bad. She was the love and light of my life. Um, and I believe she would be so happy now that I'm canning and preserving and doing the things that I do now. I think that she would just be doing a little jig. Hey, homeless in America. If someone can drop Tish TV's link, please. Um, that way everybody can and sub to Tish if you're not subbed. Um, yes, I've adopted KFC. Yes, I've adopted KFC. Yeah, Janine. I know how that feels, honey. I miss my brother so bad. My brother and I were 10 years apart. And uh, I miss him so bad, but I will tell you, it has been so interesting. I met this guy over in Quick Vic's channel, and his name is Savage Dave. And my brother, his name was David, and we called him Super Dave. And when Savage Dave was up on Quick's panel, I realized um, he was talking and he cammed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so much like my brother. What a coincidence that his name is Savage Dave and my brother was Super Dave. And my brother, Savage Dave, is an alcoholic. I don't think he would mind me saying that. I love you, Savage Dave. But Savage Dave struggles with alcoholism, and my brother was an alcoholic. Um, and they drank the same beer. It's really weird. But anyway, you never know. Oh, your brother and you are twins. Oh, wow. That's different. I know what it feels like to lose a sibling, but not a twin. A twin is different. I would feel. My condolences, Janine. I am so sorry to hear that, honey. And look, we never get over grieving our loved ones. Grief never ends. Grief just changes over time. Um, you evolve in your grief. I will never get over losing my brother, but it's come to a point where I can talk about my brother and I can share his stories and share his life and honor him and feel good about it and share that with other people freely. Um, you found him. I'm so sorry, Janine. I can't imagine that, honey. Um, I'm so sorry to hear that. How long ago was this, Janine? If you don't mind me asking. You've got me curious. Now I want to interview you. um, okay, so he took his own life. See, we've talked about that here. Um, it's very sad. It's very prominent too. It's something that happens a lot. Chirp and Burp says, Janine, I found my mom when she passed, so I know the feeling. Um, I'm so sorry, Janine, that you had to experience that, and knowing that that was your brother, your twin. I can't imagine. So I lift you up and cover you with peace. I'm so glad though that you're here and you're sharing and you're speaking out, because I feel like with us sharing and trusting each other, we can give each other that support that we need, and we can help hold you up. Okay, it's been 31 years, but 31 years can feel like yesterday, right? 31 years can feel just like yesterday. And you lost your dad June 1st, 2020, Elmer. You were at his bedside. It hurt so bad. Yeah. Yeah, when I lost my son, y'all, I literally fell to my knees. I just screamed. Um, what I would say, KFC, is I used to fear all the time losing a child, and now that I have, I wish that I would have taken that fear and put it into a more positive mindset, because what happened is it came true. Oh, Janine, maybe not stuck. Maybe you feel stuck in grief. I just want to encourage you and let you know that, like I said earlier, I feel, in my opinion, that grief is forever. Once you lose a sibling, a parent, a child, that grief never ends. That grief never ends. I just think that over time things may get, and your emotions evolve to where it gets easier to manage the grief. Um, we have to be very careful not to let the grief overtake us. And I know that for me, that's what I did for a long time. I let it overtake me. Thank you, Harry. Thank you. Yeah, grief has no time limit. Um, yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about when we talk about yeah, uh, taking your own life. We do cover that here, and I do have a hotline. Um, and so you said just like a minute ago. What does that mean? Yeah, pain never goes away. We just learn best ways to cope. Yeah. Oh, Tish, I'm so sorry. I lost my mom too, honey. But yeah, grief brings on so much pain that, just like this instance here, you gave birth, and I'm just so glad that your son was okay. I'm hoping. I send my condolences about your mom. Um, yeah, yeah, my kids, unfortunately, you can ask TC. I used to be a worry wart. I used to be a worry wart. You know, I got stronger once Paul was diagnosed and we had to go through things because we were literally fighting for his life. And you get into a mode where you cannot be overwhelmed with worry. You have to stay in the mindset of we're in the fight of our life and you got to keep fighting. You don't have room to fear and you don't have room to give up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, Janine, yeah, that's PTSD. I believe you suffer, in my opinion, from PTSD. And this is something that I suffer from as well. My experience has been I was with my son when he passed away. And there's a lot of times when I lay down at night and that's what I'll see. You know, that's what I see. And I have to, there's times when I don't get any sleep. And I have to really, take care of myself. And so I just encourage you to, um, I haven't really figured out exactly how to deal with my flashbacks. Um, I really try to just think about nothing, or I try to get a song in my head. I love music, and so I like to get a song in my head that I just kind of sing it to myself and take my mind, off of what I'm seeing in my mind. Oh, it feels like a minute ago. Yes, yes, ma'am. I understand that. He stayed in the NICU teach for 2 months. Wow. Well, praise God, he's okay. Thank goodness. Yes. Oh, I'll have to go check out your page, Teach. I know I'm subscribed. I just need to go check it out. Yeah, KFC. I don't know what you mean by get that from your group, but of course anything like that would be very interesting to me. I've actually me and Indy have been doing some research on assisted suicide. Uh, yeah, and so whatever you can get to me, you can email it or text it, however you want to send it. But yeah, I'm very interested in that. He's 6 now. Tish, is this your only child? Yeah, Miss R, whose link do you want, honey? Do you want Tisha's link? Can anyone drop Tisha's link? Oh, there. Never mind. Sorry, I'm kind of behind, Dagmar. Oh, your sister OD'd at the height of pandemic. Did she make it or did she pass? I'm so sorry, Tish. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has a story and everyone has pain and grief. We all go through it, guys. And so that's why I believe, this community is so, so important to where we offer, grief in the time, offer, love and support in the time of grief. And okay, she passed. I'm so sorry. Um, Man, that is really, really sad. I'm so sorry, Tish. So you've lost your mother and you've lost a sibling. Same here. Um, wow, I would love to interview you, Tish. Um, yeah, that's great. I would love to interview you because I can sense that you have a story. Yes, honey, you are not alone, sweetheart. I am here with you. I am here with you, and so are all these lovely people. You just cry because crying is healing. Don't ever let anyone let you think that crying is weakness. Crying is strength, honey. Crying is strength. It takes strength to show emotion. Okay? And this is what I'm here for. This is why I believe God led me to do this type of platform. It's because we have so many people who need help. We have so many people who are in pain. And as a collective whole, we can come together and we can help each other. Right, guys? That's what we do. It's so important that we stick together. Yes. You know, even through YouTube, God can work miracles. Even through this platform. And you may not believe in God, and that's okay. I'm not a Bible thumper. I will not beat you over the head with my Bible. And let me say this, I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in religious, uh, organized religion. I believe in having a relationship with my Creator. And I call my Creator Father God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Everyone has a free will, and I allow that because that is my heart's desire and belief that it is your place to be led by the Holy Spirit. It is not my place to beat you over the head and make you love a God that I love. So just know that right now that I respect everyone that I come in contact with. Oh my goodness, Janine. Goodness gracious, honey. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And how old are you, Janine? So your brother was 31. Yes, Janelle, please invite, because, you know, uh, that is exactly what this is geared towards. We cover a lot of different topics, and um, we would definitely, be able to offer some support. Um, she started methadone clinic at least. Okay, good. You know, okay, you're 63. So this happened. Okay, Janine. Wow. Um, I'm so sorry for your loss. I really, really am. I am speechless, to be quite honest, because I can I can imagine the pain. I know what it is to lose my mother and a brother, but grief is different for each and every one of us, right? You know, I just lift you up in prayer and I cover you in prayer, and I'm going to keep you on my prayer list, Janine. I just want you to know that. I hope that brings you comfort in knowing that, you know, I've got your name written down and I will definitely be praying for you, and I hope you keep coming. That way we can start to manage and navigate you walking through this grief. You know, I think maybe right now you're still stuck in depression. Um, and that's, look, we all sometimes get stuck. And a lot of that has to do with the PTSD. And so there's many questions I would like to ask you. Um, I personally, for me, I've got bipolar mental disorder, and I take medicine. Not everybody is willing to do that, to take medicine, but I just want to say that it has helped me so much. Um, it has helped me tremendously, and it's not for everybody. But I encourage you that if you do need help, sometimes it's okay to use medicine to climb out of that deep ditch of depression, and to get help with the PTSD. Um, so I would encourage you, Janine, keep coming back here, but I would also encourage you outside of this to make sure you manage your mental health and take care of yourself in that aspect. This is not easy. That your situation is not easy. Um, are you totally alone, Janine? Do you have any other family, or are you alone? Let's see, KFC, some people don't like to talk about it because some people don't get it and they'll hold it against you. It's so important to be kind to people because you just don't know. I get it. Very true. Very true, Ivy. Let's see, let me go back up and see what you guys are saying. My brother made me promise to help him if the time comes. He doesn't want to suffer. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's something that we're going to end up talking about, Janelle. So I'm interested in what is he suffering from? Um, yeah, you agree with it as long as the patient wants it. I don't know. I've watched some different documentaries. I'm still doing some research on it because I want to kind of see exactly how I feel about it. Um, it's a very emotional topic for me. Um, I don't know. I'm really stumped as to some of the reasons why people would do it, Janelle. I don't know. So Janine, you've been in therapy for 10 years, no family. Okay. Does the therapy help? Do you believe the therapy is helping? Janine, we're sorry. I'm a firm believer. God has his devil's battle for stronger soldiers. Janine, we're all here for you. Thank you, everybody, for supporting Janine. Um, I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, we'll definitely set a time for that, Miss R. Like I said, I've been doing research um, of end of life choice and suicide, assisted suicide, things of this nature. So we will be talking about it, Miss R. Definitely. It's a very interesting topic, very, very controversial. I hope it doesn't make anybody upset or get anybody into a fight with the differences of opinion. Let's remember that we can have a difference of opinion but still get along, right? um yeah, KFC, and your story is amazing. This is something that um you have a little bit of a better insight into than we do, because of the diagnosis that you have. So you have a different outlook on it than we do. So I'm interested in how you feel about it. Uh, Definitely, Ivy. Definitely, I've been. Yeah, pain really, really takes you to a place of not wanting to live. Yes, Miss R. Um, you're welcome, Janine. You're very welcome, and I hope you keep coming back, honey. I really appreciate you. I enjoy your company, and I hope that we can keep offering you support and helping. We all need it. With the end of life choice, you have involved your family and you have their support. Yeah. I did see some, though, Miss R, that didn't have that. I saw some that had planned to do it and they didn't necessarily have their children's involvement, um, which was sad. Um, it's just complicated. It's very complicated. Each story and each example have their own reasonings, and you've got to take each one of them. I don't think you can take the whole subject as a collective whole and give an opinion. I think you've got to take each individual person and take their story and figure out what is right for them, right? That's how I feel about the end of life choice. I feel we have a right to do what we want to do with our bodies, right? But I also feel that as a collective whole, each individual journey um, is going to be different, and you don't know if this person has ALS versus this person is 24 and just wants to die. There's a difference. This person is really wanting to commit suicide. This person wants to have a death that is dying with dignity, and he gets to choose his way out versus suffering. So there's differences of opinions. There's different. You can't look at it as a whole. Yeah, Janelle. Wow. I lift him up in prayer. Why is he thinking like that, Janelle? I guess because of the PTSD or something. Okay, Janine. So you said therapy didn't help. Yes, therapy doesn't help a lot of people. This is what's helped me, to be quite honest with you. Getting on YouTube, being on YouTube for the last 3 years, and I watch all kinds of different stuff. I watch wrecker tow truck wrecking. I watch homesteading stuff. I watch all kinds of different stuff. I don't always sit in chats and stuff. I'm a video watcher. I actually subscribe and watch videos. So yeah, yes, Tish, it does need to be talked about. Um, this is why I do this platform. I love to talk about this stuff and debate it and yes, Ivy, it's terrible how they treat KFC. Hey, Megan. Good morning, me. Always down for the controversial conversations. That's right, the great debater. Yeah, yeah, I've been deep in my life too, Dagmar. Seriously, seriously. Um, yeah, I'm off on the weekends, guys. Excuse me. Yep, I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, Gina, it's not anymore. You're right. Good morning, GMA The Pulse. Good morning. Yeah, KFC has a wonderful story. You'll have to come up one day, KFC, and let me interview you. Otis, you were a Catholic? Yes, yes, Janine. We're only a phone call away. I'm on Instagram. I've got email. I make myself available to you. Um, Thank you, Janine. Yeah, be here every morning, girlfriend. Yes, 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 Gina. Yes, I am a firm believer in this. I have got a story about this. I will share one day. Today is kind of deep today, but there's a time that you need to sit and talk to your family about the inevitable and talk about what your wishes are. And the sad thing is, and the hard thing is that people don't want to face immortality. They don't want to face it, and so they just disregard it and push it to the side. And then something happens, and you're stuck. You're stuck, and you have people change when death happens. Um, People aren't nice. Yeah, it sounds to me like your brother needs to get some mental help, Janelle. Sounds to me like he might be dealing with, like you said, anxiety, PTSD, and these things like this. It sounds like he might need some medicine. I wouldn't, that would be, in my opinion. Not that that's a bad thing. I take medicine every day. Um, oh, you don't have your glasses on, Megan. Chirping Burp says, it felt like going back when I was having my breathing issues and the doctors were stumped on how to treat me. Oh, goodness, Chirping Burp. I hope you're better now. I hope you're better, honey. Yeah, it almost sounds like he's got a thing about taking his own life, Janelle. I'm so sorry to hear that. I I can imagine that's hard to deal with because you're constantly afraid. I would think um, you're constantly afraid. I mean, how do you deal with that? I'm so glad you're doing better, Chirping Burp. Yeah, yeah, Miss R. Okay, Janelle. So we're getting into the nuts and bolts of the situation here. So, um, this says a lot to me because I'm a minister of the gospel and I understand what you're saying when you say Baptist. Where are you from? Where are you from, Janelle? Yeah, he's never gotten over it. I can imagine how he was treated. Hey, I Heart Pink. Okay, Janelle, yeah. Yeah, that is so sad, Janelle. Hopefully, we can talk and help you through this. Help manage it because um, I can understand how religion makes people feel the way your brother feels. I've been there. I've seen it happen. It is a sad, sad thing. It turns people against God. Um, it turns them against people that love God, even when they want the best for them. So I can totally understand, Janelle. I am so sorry. Hopefully, we can help. Yeah, death changes people. Yes, Tish, you are so right. Um, it's changed me. It has changed me. Um, I'm not as emotionally available to people as I used to be. I would say. Um, I even surprised myself. I used to be a crier. I cried about everything, but now I can hear stories, you know, um, or I can hear about something that has happened, or something to that nature, and I literally won't cry. And I'll sit there and think to myself, why am I not crying? But what it is I've kind of detached emotionally. So, yeah, death definitely changes you, changes everybody. KFC, that's awesome about the church. I love a good Southern Baptist church. Yeah. Um, oh, goodness, Janelle. See, that's another problem if he's drinking. Chirp and burp. Oh, you only hold anger at yourself. How do you think you let him down, Janine? How did you let him down, honey? Do you think that he would want you to carry this with you? Why do you think you let him down? Okay, good morning. GMA, you lost a child and your mother. Same here, honey. I send my condolences to you, sweetheart. Yeah, I've heard you can do that. I heart paint that you can pierce part of your ear for migraines. There's a special spot. Um, yeah, Janine. Um, yeah, I agree with Dagmar that this is not your fault, honey. When someone else makes a choice, that's their free will, and there's nothing you can do. there's really nothing you could have done. Okay, so see, he had tried 5 times before, and you saved him. Okay. Well, honey, it sounds to me like he was really, really in a space in his life where he did not want to be in this earth. And I'm so sorry, but it seems like regardless, um, he was going to take his life. He was really determined, it sounds like. And so there's really nothing you could have done, honey. You saved him 5 times. You saved him. You were there 5 times, and we can't be there for everything. So I encourage you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, Janine. And that all starts with just saying, you know what, I can't carry this anymore. I forgive myself. And your brother, I believe, would give you the right to say, and to give you the okay to say, I forgive you, my sister. I forgive you. He wouldn't want you to be in this headspace, right? And that's going to take some time. This isn't going to happen overnight. This is going to take time. But it starts with you speaking it out of your mouth and saying, you know what, I forgive myself and I forgive my brother. Even when you don't feel it. Okay, so your parents died 7 weeks apart and he had a nervous breakdown. So, see, there's really nothing you could have done, honey. You did everything you could. You really did. I believe that. With what you're telling me, I believe you did everything you could. Good morning, hippie chick. Good morning. Welcome. I encourage you, Janine, to forgive yourself. And I encourage you to forgive him. Sometimes we don't have the strength to deal, and in our mental capacity, we feel as if it's the end and that there's no way out. And so that's the only thing that I see that he would have felt. I had a nervous breakdown when my mom died. I could have easily been that person that took my own life. The only reason I've never thought about it are because of my children and my grandchildren. I have a personal belief that, it's not my right to take it. I was given life, but it's not my right to take it. Take care, KFC. We love you. Love you. I guess. Oh, it's okay, KFC. I know, honey. I know. Just let it out, but don't, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know, honey. I know you have such an empathetic heart, and you can't help but be moved to tears. I know. It's so, look, this is the issue. This is a big, big topic, and it can be heavy, but yet it can be so releasing and healing when we talk about these things, because so many times nobody knows what to say. Nobody knows what to say, but yet we need to get it out. We need to talk about it so we can heal. Everybody deserves to heal after death. I will never get over grieving my loved ones, but I don't have to let it rule my life, right? I have to move on in my life. That's what my son would want me to do. That's what my mother would want me to do. And so I wake up each day with that drive to actually thrive in my life, to find something to thrive about. And so I encourage you guys to do the same thing. It's difficult, I know. It's especially if you don't have any help. especially if you don't have any support. And so that's why I offer this platform is support for everybody. Um, yeah. Oh, thank you, Janine. Janine says he was the picture of kindness, and he would give you the shirt off of his back. That's amazing. That's awesome. Such a wonderful memory. You know, those are the memories that you need to think of, Janine. Thank you, hippie chick. My voice is soothing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you. I am going to end this live today. It is almost 2 hours in, and I really like to keep it 2 hours and under. Janine, just know that I'm praying for you, and I hope that today you can spend some time really trying to focus on the good memories. Try to replace those bad PTSD flashes and try to replace them with good memories of your brother. You had 31 beautiful years together. So take those good memories and remember your brother. That's what he would want, honey. Okay, I encourage you to do that. Everyone, thank you for showing up. I appreciate every single one of you. I've got 24 people in the house right now. This makes it all worth it, guys. It really does. You guys are the greatest supporters ever. I absolutely love being here with you guys. And Monday, we will be talking Mental Health Monday. I don't know yet what the topic will be. We'll just have to surprise you. Everyone have a blessed weekend. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I appreciate you opening up and feeling confident enough to be able to share and be in a safe place. I appreciate your candor, and I appreciate you sharing your heartbreak with us. That takes a lot of courage. Oh yes, we need a Gina quote. Oh, there's Gina's quote right here. In my friend, I find a second self. In my friend, I find a second self. Everybody hit that like button. Give me a like and share the live. Get the word out there. We are growing leaps and bounds, and it is because of you guys. Sharing, and liking. And I appreciate you. I am now in the algorithm, and it is getting better and better. So I plan to just take off from here, and let's enjoy the ride. Let's welcome all the new people that come in, and let's help each other out, guys. Everyone have a good weekend. Everyone be blessed. And Janine, be healed in the name of Jesus. I will keep you lifted up this weekend in prayer, and I hope to see everyone Monday morning. Until then, Honeybees Homestead out.